Okay, so the topic is a very nice topic about special education, because this is also very much necessary for the students to know about special education. Because first of all, the students are knowing what is education, but today you'll be knowing about special education, something new. So this will be dealt by our English faculty, Mr. Raj Malhotra. Over to you, sir. All the best.
Okay, thank you, sir. First of all, thank you for giving this opportunity to share my words here. And sorry for that. I cannot put on my videos because of the problem of network, right? So basically, if you think about special education, here you will find two words. The first word is special and the second is education, right? So if you will talk about what is special education, it means, so special means what? Special means a specific, okay? And education is an effective means of individual, social and economic development, okay? At this time, you are getting education, but you are just focusing on individual development. You are not focusing on social and economic development, right? So many questions arises, right? A very good quote has also been said by Aristotle that education is the creation of sound mind in a sound body. So basically, you can understand the definition of special education too. My topic is actually importance of special education for special children, right? Some students have a special need. Those students who have special need, they have given special education. Actually, with the advent of modernization, the trend and the technology have changed, but the way of thinking of people still remains the same. Society often neglects the children and the people that have some kind of learning disabilities. Due to this, most of the time they receive negative feedback from their schools and could not be able to develop any kind of positive attitude to the outside world, right? But it is the right of every child to receive equal and same opportunity for receiving basic education. For example, if you will categorize in your society that how many types of students in your society, you will find there are two types. Some are normal, some are abnormal, right? Those students who are abnormal by what? Disabilities, abnormal by abilities also. Okay, so special education are not provided only those students who are in disabled condition, but also those students who have a special need, who are able to fight. Okay, so special education is known due to the policies and programs based on the education, especially designed for the children that are gifted or handicapped. So if you're gifted, means you have more ability other than normal students, then you will come under the special education, right? And if you are disabled, then you will also come under the special education, because at that time you want a special need, okay? That have any kind of mental, physical, you can say, okay, emotional disabilities, they require special type of teaching approaches or care or equipment that can be used both within and outside the regular classroom. The special classes are organized for these disabled or gifted children have become necessity. It allows the students to enjoy the education and gain confidence due to individual learning. For the personal growth and development of special children, it is important for all them to receive proper education. To get education, as you know, to get education is your right. It is your, now it is your primary work. Okay, the disability cases could include emotional, mental, physical, or developmental too. There are multiple numbers of impairments that a student could go through, like autism spectrum disorder, multiple disabilities, developmental delay, traumatic brain injury, orthopedic impairment, speech and language impairment, visual and hearing impairment, including blindness too, and many more. Okay, as you know, you can make yourself a special too, but how? I will tell you some words also. The classroom rules that could fulfill their requirements. I want to suggest something. To meet the requirements of the students, proper and well-maintained instructions should be structured, which can be faster or slower according to the need of the student. Okay, क्लास की जो बनावट होनी चाहिए वो किस तरीके की होनी चाहिए? जो स्टूडेंट, पहले हम बात जो कर रहे हैं वो स्पेशल एजुकेशन की बात कर रहे हैं। स्पेशल एजुकेशन उन्हीं लोगों को दिया जाता है जो स्पेशल स्टूडेंट हैं। स्पेशल एजुकेशन मींस एक ऐसा स्पेसिफिक नॉलेज आपको दिया जाएगा जो आपको जरूरत ही है उस चीज की। ये डिसेबिलिटी वालों को भी दिया जाता है जो डिसेबल है, और जिनके पास एबिलिटी है, जो गिफ्टेड है, उनको भी दिया जाता है। आपने सुना होगा एक 12 साल की लड़की है जो आईएएस को ट्रेनिंग देती है, एंड यू आर द स्टूडेंट आल्सो, यू आर जस्ट यू आर रीडिंग इन क्लास 7 or 8 or 6, that what. So there is a reason that she is special. Why? Because she has practiced. अगर मैं बात करूं, एक वर्ड मैं बता रहा हूं आपको, प्रोपेगेटिज्म। प्रोपेगेटिज्म एक पॉलिसी होती है एजुकेशन की, जिसमें कि आप अपना जो पहले प्रैक्टिस करते हो, देन आफ्टर यू गेम यू स्टार्ट योर एक्शन। ओके, सो क्लास की जो बेसिकली जो स्ट्रक्चर होनी चाहिए वो इस तरीके से होनी चाहिए कि आप फास्टर स्लोअर दोनों प्रकार के स्टूडेंट को, उनकी जो नीड है उनको पूरा करें। For providing individual attention to each student, the size of the class should be kept smaller. This will enable the students to understand the entire information provided to them by the tutors too. The educators of a special education should have well-determined education so that they can individually educate each student. Before the proper encoding of the information, repeated trials and opportunities should be given to them. If I will talk about the economic policies, again, at this time, you have got a new education policy, new NEP 2020, right? Where the structure that was already framed in the past, now it is being changed. Fine. You can't imagine that now you will learn coding and decoding from 6 to 5 class. You can't imagine. And vocational courses will be started from class 8, right? So it is a good steps that you will make special. Fine. Tutors should use unique aids and tools for teaching students with special needs. Educators should use special and unique ideas for increasing their understanding towards the information given to them. They should adopt the trial and error methodology. Alternative uses of tools can be performed, like if one tool does not work, tutor can use another tool that could easily replace the previous one. Means here we are talking about substitute. You find you will you will found that in everywhere, also in your market, there is a substitute of the goods. So in education, teachers should use an alternative methods, that if a student is not getting understand, then he or she will use another method by which a student can understand. Patience and tolerance is meant to be most important key in the classroom of special education with regards to the behavior of the students. Positive attitude is essential. The cognitive capabilities can be affected by the wrong attitude of the teachers or the tutors. Therefore, a special educator should always have certain qualities, including intuitive, hardworking, good sense of humor, creative, and love for both children and teaching. As unless they will not create their focus, they would not be able to provide proper training to those specialized children for carrying out the teaching pattern in a case manner. The education course with special needs have become necessary, and teachers can have the depth understanding of different behavioral patterns and psyche of children with special need. Fine. And I want to say something also. The 20th century is full of technology and techniques too. Everyone is advanced. So the teachers that cannot survive in the environment full of patients could not be able to go in long run. Fine. He or she need to be very dedicated, inventive, resourceful, and determined too, if they are working as a special education teacher. Okay. So basically here question arises that only basically the question is only students are not a special student. Also a teacher can be a special teacher. Fine. Because of the methods that what they are using in the classroom during the study period. It is the core responsibility of the special education teacher to become enough responsible so that the students could be able to achieve excellence irrespective of their disabilities. Okay, and it is the only dedicated tutor that provides a special platform to the children having a special need, along with the driving of their learning issues, which can make their life success. It requires making necessary option for a special need education course. Fine. So basically what I want to say, special education is the term which is used for the special students. And who is the special students? Those students who have disabilities and those students who have abilities. abilities means more than normal student, then also he has eligibility to get a special education. And India, there are many institutions who works for this, and there is a department of government is also that who is working right now. Okay, so now the question arises that, sir, how will I become a special? If you are following the concept of propagatism, means if you are practicing hard and hard means that you are able to take an action, and you can become what a special student. So यहाँ पे समझने वाली बात है कि स्पेशल स्टूडेंट अगर आपको बनना, तो उसके लिए आपको क्या करना होगा, उसके लिए आपको सबसे पहले मेरे हिसाब से आपको ये 5 बातें याद रखनी चाहिए. फर्स्ट वन इज दैट व्हाट, in what stage you are doesn't matter, but if you're capable, if you're able to think, you start to make your goal, that why you are reading. There should be a purpose in your life, that why you are reading. If you're reading continuously and if you have no purpose, means you are reading but this is useless, or you are in normal category, right? And the second one is what, suppose if you have thought about, if you have set your goal, your ambition, your aim, then after what you will have to do, you will have to acquire knowledge continuously according to the dream, that what you want to become in your life. And then after, you will have to focus, you will have to do hard labor again and again. Okay, you will have to keep patience, that because patience is important. If you are a special student, patience is important. For example, if you are disabled, means what, you will have to keep patience. Okay, you will have self-confidential, you will have to become self-confidential. So it is not working right now, please wait a minute. Okay, sorry sir, it is not working right now. Especially I want to say something, that those students who wants to become a special students, they will have to think firstly that what is his goal. Okay, and accordingly they will have to make plan, that how they will have how they should take the steps, that how they will become at the comparison of normal students. ओके मतलब कैसे वो नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट से अलग अपनी एक पहचान बनाएंगे स्पेशल स्टूडेंट की तरह, उनको इसके लिए एक अलग सोच रखनी पड़ेगी. जो आपने उस दिन बात की थी पीओस की, उनको संगति उनको अलग रखनी होगी. दूसरी बात, जो गोल की मैंने बात की है, वो गोल एक इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है, वो गोल क्लियर होना चाहिए. कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अभी आप जिस क्लास में हैं, अभी आपका कोई गोल नहीं है, यू आर जस्ट एक्वायरिंग योर नॉलेज ऑफ वॉट एवर इन विच क्लास यू आर. जिस क्लास में आप हैं उसी क्लास की आप नॉलेज ले रहे हैं. बट मेरा ये बताना मकसद था आपको कि आप जिस क्लास में भी हो, आप उसी क्लास में अपने गोल को डिसाइड कर लो कि व्हाट यू वांट टू बिकम. ओके, एंड देन आफ्टर अकॉर्डिंगली you acquire your knowledge. Okay, and analyze time to time that how much knowledge you have. Okay, and in this process teacher will guide you and you will become, then after you can make your dream true. Okay, yes sir, I think it has been finished.
Thank you, sir.